Emoni Bates is one of the most interesting players in this year's draft. As a second round pick, it seems like he has a pretty high ceiling due to his shot making abilities. What if he reached the top of the top though? Today I'm giving him 99 potential. And year one we saw the effects. He was an all-star. Nah, y'all really thought he wasn't even playing in year number one. He's a 74 overall in his first season, getting 0 minutes per game. So we're going to have to wait for player progression, and these first couple years are probably going to be a bit slow. But once he starts to really reach his potential and crack that rotation, things are about to get crazy. It looks like we might have to wait another year for it though, as in year number two, he didn't get any minutes either. But we saw a major development in his progression this offseason. He's up to a 78 overall. That makes him the 6th best player on the team, meaning that he'll definitely be getting minutes. Unfortunately, we did end up losing Donovan Mitchell. He went back to the Utah Jazz, but really that's just going to open up more opportunities for Emoni Bates. He's the 7th man in the rotation at a 78 overall this season. At the end of the year, Luka Doncic was MVP, and Emoni Bates was named the Rookie of the Year. The efficiency isn't there yet, but you're talking about almost 20 a game in what was his rookie season. Because remember, he didn't end up playing in his first 2 years, meaning that year number 3 was technically his first season. It was like the little Ben Simmons rule, where people thought he stole the Rookie of the Year from Donovan Mitchell because he didn't play the year he was drafted due to injury. Anyways, we're in the play-in tournament this year. I guess the Donovan Mitchell loss is hitting pretty hard, but we were able to make it out. We're in here as the 8th seed, and Emoni Bates had a big first play-in game. The second game was definitely rough, but he is a younger player, and he's playing 40 minutes per game. He is in the starting small forward spot now, and that wasn't how it was at the start of the season. I think we made some type of trade which cleared up minutes for Emoni Bates. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, we traded Isaac Okoro to go get Gabe Vincent. We also got a first-round pick while trading away a second, and that opened up the small forward minutes for Emoni Bates. So the Cavs must have seen the vision. They must have seen the potential. This Hawks team doesn't look too crazy, but they are the 1 seed, and we somehow take them down. Emoni Bates goes ahead and has a pretty big first-round series. The three-point shooting isn't great, but I mean, we'll take that type of scoring from a 79 overall guy, and the efficiency should definitely get higher as he continues to develop and becomes a higher overall. The Hornets are looking pretty tough. They've got quite a few really good players on their team, of course led by LaMelo Ball, and they've got recent number 2 overall draft pick Brandon Miller. But we're hanging with them. We're headed to a Game 5 where we're actually going to win. It looks like we could make a conference finals appearance as we're just 1 win away. I did not expect this considering we were in the play-in tournament, but here we are. We win in Game 6, Emoni Bates with 22. We'll ignore the efficiency. And now we have the Brooklyn Nets. This Nets team really isn't too crazy. I feel like the Hornets team we faced was better, but they're going to take Game 1. We take Game 2, so it's all tied up at 1 apiece. They take Game 3 and Game 4. Okay, I owe you an apology. I wasn't familiar with your game. I did not expect the Nets to be that good. I feel like they were one of the worst teams we faced in this run. Emoni Bates had a rough closeout game, 15-10. Overall, the playoff run was all right. I mean, the efficiency definitely wasn't there, but they were playing him over 41 minutes per game. He was probably just tired. So we'll go ahead and get into another season. De'Aaron Fox and the Sacramento Kings win a chip. Fox is the finals MVP. But now Emoni Bates is up to an 82. And also we picked up Josh Giddey in free agency. So things are about to get crazy. We found another elite 2 guard after losing Donovan Mitchell. Emoni Bates is getting better. And we still have Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. I think this team might be crazy going into this year's playoffs. We should definitely be able to make some noise. We're the number 1 seed this season, 54-28 on the year. Big stuff from the team, a big improvement from last year where we were the 8th seed coming out of the play-in tournament, and big improvements from Emoni Bates. The scoring is up, and so is the efficiency. So great stuff from him. Let's see who we have to face. We got the Brooklyn Nets, who beat us in the conference finals last season, but they're coming in here as a play-in team. They lost Mikal Bridges. We're not too worried about them. We're going to go ahead and sweep them. Round number 2, we have the Toronto Raptors. This Raptors team has Jaylen Brown now, and they've also got like Drew Holiday. So definitely a solid squad. I definitely think we're better on paper though. So let's see if we can get the job done. It's a 1-1 series. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1. Get them out of here, man. That is a gentleman's sweep. We're in the conference finals, and we've only lost 1 game this entire playoff run. Now we're facing the Atlanta Hawks, who I think didn't have Bam Adebayo last time we faced them. We'll see if he can make a big difference in this series. 2-0, it's 2-1, and we're up 3-1. It looks like we're making the finals. Okay, they're going to take a game, and we get out of there in 6. We're moving on, and now we're facing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who, remember, we took Josh Giddey from in free agency. Emoni Bates had a rough game to close out the Atlanta Hawks, but overall, it's been a great run for him as we head into the NBA Finals. The Thunder were able to replace Josh Giddey with Tyrese Maxey, so we'll see if that's going to make a difference and if they can take us down. Early on, they're up 2-0, but we're going to bounce back and take the next 2 games, setting up a pivotal Game 5 where we can take a series lead. And in Game 5, we came to play. We win it, and now we're up 3-2 in the series after previously being down 2-0. We are 1 game away from becoming NBA champions. Emoni Bates is doing big stuff, and this is year number 4, right? He's doing some crazy stuff, but it's not going to be easy. The Oklahoma City Thunder bounce back, take the next game, and now we're going to a Game 7. I mean, what can we do, man? Tyrese Maxey with 40 to force this one. But in Game 7, we came to play. We played well in the pivotal Game 5 and did the same in Game 7. We were able to respond with our season on the line. And now Emoni Bates is an NBA champion in just year number 4. Evan Mobley is the finals MVP, rightfully so, a 96 overall who was hooping for us in the playoffs. But Emoni Bates, he's coming for the title of best on the team. He's up to an 87 plus 5 overall this offseason. Scoot Henderson is the MVP of the league in year number 5 for Emoni Bates. Damian Lillard is now coming off the bench for the Portland Trail Blazers because of how well Scoot Henderson is playing. And no All-NBA for Emoni Bates. I was kind of surprised. I was expecting him to make it this year. We had a really good season, and also Emoni saw some big improvements individually in terms of his efficiency. It seems like the efficiency has just continued to get better and better for him year after year. It was kind of a concern in that first season where we saw him play, but now he's really picked it up. Also, Emmanuel Quickley and Christian Wood are now on the roster. Our team's already really good, but those are some solid pickups for the squad as we head into the playoffs as the number 1 seed. We're not really too worried about the 8 seed of Magic. Maybe we should have been, though, because we went to 6 with them. But round number 2, we got the Chicago Bulls. Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan's still around. They also picked up Scotty Barnes, and it looks like they're definitely going to give us some comp here. We've got a Game 7 between the Bulls and the Cavs, and in this Game 7, we're going to go down. After winning an NBA championship in a Game 7, we fall in the second round, and this was a rough playoff run for Emoni Bates. We lose, and our season is over. A disappointing end to a season that I thought we could have repeated in. And now Jason Tatum is the champion with the Sixers and the Finals MVP. After the season, though, Emoni Bates entered free agency. This is big for us. We need him back on the squad because I feel like this is a good place for him to be. We've been competing for championships year after year. And we were able to bring back Evan Mobley. And in addition to that, we brought back Darius Garland. And also, Emoni Bates is back with the team. This team had a home run free agency, bringing back all of their major free agents. So we're ready to run it back another season. And this season was a big one for Emoni. He was named to his first All-Star team. Ignore it saying 2-time All-Star. 2K just can't fix simple little glitches in their game. Emoni Bates is having another really good season. It's not really that much better than last year, but hey, he made an All-Star team, so congrats to him. Scoot Henderson is once again the MVP. I really want to see Emoni take one of those home. That's really my ultimate goal for him in this video. Chauncey Billups is the coach of the year this season. It looks like the Blazers are definitely doing big stuff. Emoni Bates, all-NBA second team. Speaking of big stuff, look at him go, man. Year after year, the improvement, we see it from him. Hopefully this year can be another championship season for our team. He was also named to the all-defensive second team. We're the number 1 seed. We're pretty much used to this. We're facing the reigning champion Sixers, and we go ahead and we beat them in 5. Round number 2, we got the Charlotte Hornets. We faced them before earlier on in the video. I think that was our first playoff run where Emoni was playing. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. We're going to go ahead and take Game 3. Oh, man, we sweep them, and we're moving on to the NBA Finals. Or not the NBA Finals, the Conference Finals. My bad, y'all. Sometimes I make a few mistakes. I cut quite a few of them out, but that one, we'll let it rock. Anyway, we take Game 1. They take Game 2. We're going to go ahead and lose Game 3 as well. It's all tied up at 2-2, setting up a Game 5 that I want us to win. We're trying to get back to the finals. And in Game 5, we have a statement win. And look at Emoni go, 32 points. His teammate Evan Mobley also had 32 points. And Emoni's just been upping his game in the NBA playoffs. Now we're 1 win away from returning to the finals. And we do it. And remember, I was talking about the Blazers and how they're doing big stuff. And look at them. They're here in the NBA Finals. They got Kawhi Leonard on the roster alongside Anthony Simons. And I think Dame is coming off the bench. So a pretty crazy squad there. We're going to take Game 1 and Game 2, though. But the Blazers, they're not going down without a fight. The MVP, Scoot Henderson and company, take the next 2. And in Game 5, we get a kind of close one. We're going to need a bucket, though, if we want to win this one. We get the ball to Emoni Bates in the post. This is pretty much our last chance to make this game within reach. Emoni, that's a tough shot, man. And yeah, this one's pretty much over. We do get the rebound and put it in, but it's too late, man. Too little, too late for the team, and we lose. Unfortunate to go down in a big game like that, especially after we had the momentum earlier on in the series. We were up 2-0, but we're going to bounce back and take the next one, forcing a Game 7, 24 points from Emoni Bates as we move on to Game 7, man. Can we get this one done and get another NBA championship? It looks like we're going to have to do it in clutch time here. 115, winner go home, Game 7. Scoot Henderson has the ball. Scoot passes it over to Anthony Simons. The 3 is up and it's good. A well-run play there to get Anthony Simons a nice look from 3. And now Emoni Bates is looking to respond. He has the basketball in his hands. He likes to shoot it, so we'll see if he goes ahead and gets a bucket. Emoni at the top of the key creates some space and he misses the mid-range. That's a tough miss there. And now the Blazers are moving in transition. Another 3 is up for Portland. That one's off and we're able to get a quick rebound. An ideal situation, a quick little stop, quick little rebound, and we definitely have a chance to win this game. Darius Garland has the basketball, swings it over to an open Josh Giddey who misses. A nicely ran play again to get Josh Giddey wide open for 3, but it doesn't drop. The Blazers, though, are going to miss a layup, so we've got another chance at it. They're coming right back at us trying to score quickly. Don't really know why, but they're doing it. A nice little pass from Emoni Bates down low to Josh Giddey to put this game within 1 point. Giddey redeems himself after missing that 3. A nice little contact finish there, and now it is a 1 point game. We just need a stop, and then we've really got a chance at this one. Scoot Henderson with the basketball. Scoot swings it over to Anthony Simons. We can't just leave Anthony wide open. He hits another one wide open for mid-range, and that drops. We're down 3 points. Still within reach. We could use a 3 to tie this one up. Darius Garland trying to make something happen. The ball, it looked like the ball was going to go to Emoni. He was open, but Giddey converts on the moving close shot. After that bucket, we've got to send him to the free throw line. Scoots at the line shooting 2. He hits the first to put his team up by 2 points. The second one is up and it's off. We've got a chance to send this to OT with a 2 or win it with a 3. Emoni Bates with the basketball in the NBA Finals here. Chance to win a championship. They're going to Emoni. Emoni trying to make a play. He's setting it up. He's holding for the last shot. Emoni, the pull-up mid-range is off. That was not the look that I would have gone for. A tough shot, and the team is devastated. You see Emoni Bates sitting on the floor after missing that game winner as the Blazers celebrate. A big game from Scoot Henderson. Solid performance from Emoni, but just couldn't get that shot to drop in clutch time, and we lose in the NBA Finals. An unfortunate finish to a really exciting game, but the core is still together, so we definitely still have a chance to go out and win some more championships. Victor Wembanyama is the MVP of the league this year. Elton Wesley is the Sixth Man of the Year, Wemby, DPOY as well. It looks like the Spurs might be making some noise because MVP and DPOY is crazy. But you know who else is making noise? Emoni Bates, All-NBA first team for Emoni. He also made All-Defensive first team. We're once again the first seed. This is regularly scheduled programming at this point. We got the Raptors in round 1. Not too worried about them. We'll go ahead and beat them in a gentleman's sweep. Celtics round 2. I'm not even going to look at their team. Another gentleman's sweep. We'll at least look at the Pistons. Oh my goodness. They got Cade, Giannis, and Sabonis. They've also got Asar Thompson and Killian Hayes. That squad is solid, but we might just be able to cook them. We're up 2-0. We get out of there in a gentleman's sweep as well. An easy path to the finals. We only lost one game in every series. And look who it is. The MVP and DPOY, Victor Wembanyama. What do y'all think of his summer league performance where he had the big game after the tough first game? We're going to go ahead and get up 2-1 in this series. We're up 3-1, and we win the finals in a gentleman's sweep. Emoni Bates is your finals MVP. Big stuff from Emoni, and the team is sticking together for another year. So we got another chance to go out and compete for an NBA championship. This season, Luka Doncic is the MVP of the league with the Brooklyn Nets. We see a lot of player movement in these simulations. Players just going from team to team. We also saw our coach, JB Bickerstaff, named the coach of the year. Emoni Bates, All-NBA second team. He continues to make these All-NBA teams. I want to see him get that MVP, though. We're the number 1 seed this year, 64-18 on the season. Round 1, we got the Washington Wizards. We're going to go ahead and beat them in a gentleman's sweep. Round 2, the Magic, that's a sweep. And in the conference finals, we got the Sixers, another sweep. We're back in the finals just like that. Evan Mobley, conference MVP. We're facing the Utah Jazz here. This Jazz team is okay, but I really don't think they should be able to compete with us. We take game 1 and game 2. Come on, give us game 3 as well. Okay, they'll take 1. We're up 3-1 though, and we're going to win in a gentleman's sweep. Darius Garland is your finals MVP. Another ring, and the core is still together. So another chance for us to compete for yet another NBA championship. This auto-generated guy won MVP. He's a 94 overall with the Golden State Warriors. Looks like he's been hooping. But we're not too worried about him. Let's go ahead and get another NBA championship. JB Bickerstaff takes home another Coach of the Year. Emoni Bates takes home another All-NBA second team appearance. He also makes All-Defensive first team once again. We're the number 1 seed. Like I said, regularly scheduled programming. Let's go ahead and beat the Philadelphia 76ers. That's a sweep. Round 2, we got the Hornets. We beat them in a gentleman's sweep. And in the conference finals, we have the Indiana Pacers led by Tyrese Halliburton and Xavier Booker. Definitely a good big 2 there, but we have a big 4, man. Josh Giddey, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Emoni Bates. Okay, maybe I underestimated your big 2. We're down 3-0, and we're going to lose in a gentleman's sweep. My bad, Indiana. I underestimated them. A huge playoff run for Emoni. He averaged over 30 a game, as we're going to lose. And the MVP of the league is going to take home a chip and a finals MVP for the Golden State Warriors. This free agency is big for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Emoni Bates and Evan Mobley are both free agents. It looks like a big offer is on the table for Emoni, though. Unfortunately, we did end up losing Evan Mobley, meaning that now Emoni, Darius Garland, and Josh Giddey are going to have to get it done without their dominant big man. This is definitely going to throw a wrench into things and make it a little bit tougher for us. But Emoni is ready. He is the MVP of the league this year. What a season for Emoni Bates, responding in a big way to the loss of Evan Mobley. He said, I'll play defense too. He won the DPOY. They lost all that defense from Evan Mobley, and he said, you know what, I got y'all. He ended up winning the DPOY as well. 59-23 on the season. I can't remember the last time we weren't the first seed. We picked up Onyeka Okongwu, 88 overall big man, on a minimum deal. A huge pickup for us. Round number 1, we got the Atlanta Hawks. And yeah, that's too easy, man. Okay, maybe it wasn't that easy. We beat them in 6. Round number 2, we got Charlotte. We faced them over and over again, and they ended up beating us, I think, in that. No, we beat them the first year. Have we ever lost to them? Well, it looks like this could be the first time, as the series is tied up at 2 apiece. Let's see if we can take home this game 5. No, we can't. We're definitely feeling the Evan Mobley loss at this point, because we probably would have easily beat this team if Mobley was on the squad. And Austin Reeves 30-piece to take us down in Game 5. But in Game 6, we show our championship DNA. We win. A big game for Emoni Bates, 25-10 in this one. And now we're headed to a winner-go-home Game 7. And in Game 7, we've got it close when we're down by 3 points. Darius Garland, a nice little pick and roll, passing it down to our big man, who goes ahead and makes the layup. D. Patrick, 13 points on 36% shooting. Is kind of crazy as a big man, but you know what? That's a big bucket. Now the Charlotte Hornets have the ball. Are they going to get a bucket here? They throw it down to the post. The double, and then LaMelo's wide open, and of course he knocks it down. So now we're down by 4 points here. Darius Garland with the basketball. Darius passes it over to Onyeka Okongwu. Okongwu over to Giddey. Over to the corner, the three-pointer. Oh, man, it was in and out, and this one is probably over. So the Evan Mobley loss was definitely big for this team, as we're going to go down in a Game 7 to the Charlotte Hornets. Josh Giddey and Emoni had big games. A bit of a rough one for Darius Garland, and Emoni Bates had a huge playoff run. So, hey, he tried, but this run is over, and I'm just going to say we had a ton of success throughout this video. This is where I'm going to wrap it up, though, because Emoni was able to take home an MVP. He got a couple championships. He even got a DPOY. He also made 5 All-Star teams. Great stuff from Emoni. Had a lot of fun making this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.